All right, so here's example 5 for this section. And again, like I said, you're going to get tired of me saying this, but we're going to read through the problem together, and then I want you to pause the video and just think your way through this problem. Then I want you to come back and listen to the rest of what I have to say about it. Okay, so this problem says Debbie and Amy began reading a novel on the same day. Debbie reads 9 pages a day and Amy reads 6 pages a day. If Debbie is on page 72, on what page is Amy? So go ahead and pause it and think about it for a minute. Okay, so did you come up with something? Let's see. And of course, there are many different ways that you could approach this problem. The way I approached it is I started off by saying, well, okay, so you have Debbie over here and you've got Amy over here. Debbie reads 9 pages a day, so 9 per day. And Amy reads 6 per day. All right, so if that's true, and if Debbie is on page 72, then 72 divided by 9 is 8. So if she's read 72 pages in 9 pages per day, then that means that she's been reading for 8 days. Well, they started the same time, so their time is the same. So in 8 days at 6 per day, that means that Amy has to be on page 48. So we could have done it that way. Now, we could have also, if you didn't really think about that, and that's okay. If you wanted to, you could have said, well, okay, here's Debbie. She reads 9 pages a day. So the first day she would be on page 9. The second day she'd be on page 18. And then on 27. And then on 36 or 34. Sorry about that. No, is that right? Oh goodness, I just lost my mind. Y'all don't hold this against me, but um, yeah, 36. That's right. I don't know what I was thinking about. I had just had a little brain death for just a moment. After 5 days, she would be on page 45. After 6 days, she'd be on page 54. After 7 days, she'd be on page 63. And after 8 days, she'd be on page 72. So that would tell us that it was 8 days in. And then we could have said, well, Amy, if she reads 6 pages a day, then she would be on page 6 the first day. And could go along 8 days until we found out that she would be on, oops, sorry, not 72, but she would be on page 48 in the same amount of time. So there were a couple of different ways that you could approach that, and either way is absolutely fine. There are really no right or wrong ways to problem solve. The whole key here is that you learn to, number one, read carefully. Number two, think about what you're doing. Don't just start writing, but take a minute to stop and get a plan together. Figure out what they're asking, what they want, how you can go about getting there, and then start in working. So that's really the important parts of this section, and I hope that you've had fun with it.